So I'm a car dealer and here we've got an A45 AMG and a BMW 435D Grand Coupe, and we've got a customer inside looking at our BMW X3M. He's dropped down to sell these cars as part exchange against the X3M. Generally, in my experience, the ones that don't want to come for a test drive with you are the ones that are selling you a car with a problem. Yeah, I don't know. So car number one is an A45 AMG. Obviously, I love these cars. We gave one away on Planet of Dreams. It's a 65 plate car. It looks like it's got the aero rear spoiler, which looks good. Doesn't have the aero canards on the front though, but it's a really good looking car. Silver and black colour theme, black wheels with a silver rim. Bodywork all looks good. It's got Michelin PS4S tyres, pan roof, 24,000 miles. So the way this is working is we've provisionally agreed a deal on the pair of them. These guys come from quite a while away. They're actually inside now looking over the X3M, so we're going to leave them to look over the X3M, make sure they're happy with that. Make sure I'm happy with these after a brief look at these, and providing we're all on the same page, we're going to get out for a test drive with them in the X3M, get them on camera as well, see what they're about and sort of work out what the deal is going to be at the end of the video, all right? So, but yeah, lovely looking car. It doesn't look like it's had any paint. Let's have a look at valuations. Here we go, K65WBU. This is obviously on enterreg.com. This is our trade platform. If you're a car dealer and you're not on board with it yet, I'll link enterreg in the description below. So it's a platform that we built ourselves in-house. It's the only car dealing platform that's been built by car dealers, yeah? So we get you, and it's a good platform. You can buy from private sellers, you can value cars, you can do all your bookkeeping, stock management, and invoicing on here as well, including valuations. So if we look at valuations, the trade value of this car is just over 19 grand, and then the retail value there is £24,000. And we've agreed on this one 20 grand, subject to me having a little look over it. Now, I've had a brief look over it. I will take it for a drive, probably in this video as well. And so far, I'm really happy with it. But one other check that is super important that you do is a car vertical check. They're the sponsor of my channel. I will link them in the description below. Make sure you use my code CCD to get a discount. Now, this car here, we know it's already got finance on it. That's going to get cleared today, of course. Mileage is all good, which is obviously really important. I didn't even look inside it, have I? All looks really, really nice in there. It's currently on 24,418, and the mileage is all good. It's got the bucket seats, which is nice. It's got the little AMG logo on the gear knob as well. A few little nice optional extras on this car. And yeah, mileage is good. Finance, which I just mentioned, is fine. It's not had no previous damage and it's never been stolen. I will show you an example of it's actually got a warning there about the finance, but again, I'm okay with that. And what's the most recent MOT? Now, these cars do have an issue with the gearbox, so I definitely want to drive this car. I will do that shortly. Really important that you check the gearboxes on these cars. These early A45s, they're not, I don't even know if they're weak, they're just a little bit problematic, so we'll do that shortly. Last MOT was in November 2023, so it's got a little bit of MOT on it. Service history is all good, I've been told that as well. So far, I'm quite pleased with that car. Let's have a little listen to it, yeah? Let's have a little listen. They've just done quite a long journey down here today, so I'm assuming it's gonna sound all right. Keyless entry, keyless start even. 3, 2, 1. Sounds good. Yeah, I think we had a wastegate issue with our A45 from memory. Pretty sure that's what the problem was. You can tell this has only done 20 odd thousand miles. This is fresh under the bonnet. All looks good. No signs of any wings or bumpers being taken off or nothing like that. It's all good. Needs a clean, that's fair enough. You know, it's been used. After my brief look over that car, subject to driving it, so far, I'm really happy with that car. So let's now look over the BMW. This is my kind of car, yeah? Not to say that ain't my kind of car. Maybe I'm getting a little bit old. 10 years ago, that was definitely a proper bit of me, but this is a 435D Grand Coupe. It's a car that I don't think I've ever had before. These engines are just so good. We obviously give away a 435D Coupe on Planet of Dreams as well. And I use that car every day. We've got it wrapped in lime rock grey. It was lime rock grey, wasn't it? It was lime rock grey. Lime rock grey, put the M4 wheels on it, it just looked wicked. So these are a little bit different though. The Grand Coupe, seems mad that they even built a Grand Coupe because, you know, you've got the 3 Series Saloon, you've got the 3 Series Touring, you've got the 4 Series, which is a 2-door, and then they built this, which kind of is basically the same as a 3 Series, just a bit more jacked up, and it's got the coupe rear end. But it's just interesting. It's different, isn't it? It's different. So frameless windows, which is nice. I can't imagine there's going to be anything wrong with the engine on this. Let's give it a little start up anyway. They're just so good. They've got economy, performance, and they look the part as well. Heated seats. What else have we got? Obviously, me being Mr. BMW, I know everything that I need to know about these cars. Yeah, there's no way I'm not going to find anything wrong with these. These cars are just so good. We'll have a quick look under the bonnet. Same again. Wing gaps, the bolts on the wings, everything's good. Front bumper all looks good. No oil leaks whatsoever, other than needing a clean. That all looks good. But as with the other one, we will take it for a test drive. Taking a car for a test drive is such a basic inspection that everyone should do when buying a used car. Do your valuations, do your car vertical check, have a visual look over it. I know this is all obvious stuff, but then also take it for a test drive. So I'm happy with the visuals of that car. Tyres are all good as well. Quick valuation check. 2 former keepers, which is brilliant. It's obviously a 2018 car. MOT until November as well, so MOT's all right, I suppose. We'll obviously MOT the pair of them before we sell them. We've agreed £16,000 for this car, so obviously subject to seeing it, and it trades just over £16,000. So the retail value of this car is close to £20,000. So the pair of them seem like, you know, they seem good, seem like they're all up to scratch. Possibly need a little bit of prep on both sides, but I'm actually really happy with both of them cars. But the question is the customer happy with the X3M? He's on the phone over there in the background. Probably, I don't know what he's doing. Hopefully sorting out his insurance because he wants the car. We're going to go find out. It's got 360 cameras as well, by the way. I just noticed that. We'll get out on them shortly. Let's just go and meet the guys for the X3M, yeah? They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems and solve them. I run through the mud. This is it. What's your names? I didn't even get your name.
Yeah, Tony and...
I'm James.
Good to meet you guys. So where did you come from today?
Just outside Cardiff, Caerphilly.
Oh right, blimey. Bit of a run then.
Yeah, ready when...
Ready? Yeah, ready when you are. Yeah, go for it, yeah. So, James, you've got the A45, yeah?
Yeah, I got the A45.
And how long you had that for?
Nearly 5 years now.
Blimey, you've had that car ages, didn't you?
Yeah.
How old do you say you are?
26.
You're 26.
So
you got that car when you was 21?
Yeah.
Wow. And then, Tony, you've got the 335, or the 435D, sorry.
435D, yeah.
That's a cool car, isn't it?
Nice.
That is a good choice of car.
Good daily, yeah.
Yeah. And let's just get the roof open. Where's
yeah,
the
it's,
there it is.
that's...
Not the actual roof, I thought we'd get the blind open, it's quite nice.
It's nice with a full pan roof in it.
It is nice. Have both your cars got sunroofs as well?
Mine has.
But your one doesn't? Oh no.
Yeah, I had to have one with a pan roof.
Yeah, yeah. Your car's got a pretty good spec. Well, they've both got pretty good spec. I think your one's got 360 cameras.
360 cameras, yeah.
Heated seats, pro nav, and then yours has got obviously the pan roof.
Yeah.
Does it have the aero pack, or is it just half an aero pack?
It's half an aero pack, so I put the spoiler on the flicks on, and I never had the front done, so it didn't come with an aero pack on it.
Okay.
It's got the Distronic thing with like the radar thing on the front.
Any issues with that car? Because they do have issues with like gearboxes and stuff like that.
No, I've heard they've got issues with gearboxes. They're like the weak point of the car, but I've never had any issue with it at all.
Okay, that's good. And your one, I'm guessing, I don't really know of any common issues. The mileage is good as well.
Smooth, yeah, fine.
So what's the motive then? What's the purpose? So you're chopping into, you got your car.
Don't really use either car that much. So say about 3,000 in each car a year. So it just makes sense, really.
Yeah. So what are you driving instead? Did you say you got a van?
My own business, so we've got a couple of company vans.
What is it you do for work? What's your business?
Contract flooring, so we... Really? Yeah, like commercial flooring.
Oh, right. I used to do that, funny enough.
Did you?
Yeah, years ago, yeah. How's your knees?
All right.
Yeah? Did you both do that then? You worked together?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Doing about 10 years now. So.
Oh, wicked. What made you think about buying an X3M? What was like your attraction? Did you look at any other M cars, or
we've looked at what's the Mercedes we test drove?
GLC 63S. Test drove one of them.
How did you feel about that? That's interesting.
It was nice. It felt a bit too sort of talky down the line. It was like really, when you boot it pull you back in your seat a lot.
Straight down where he's going. Oh, right.
A bit all or nothing sort of thing.
Oh, really?
So
that's interesting.
Interested to see how this drove.
Yeah.
It felt a little bit dated, to be honest with you.
It was a pre-facelift one, so there was no virtual dash or
the older steering wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice, really nice.
It was similar to mine on the inside, really.
Yeah, I suppose it would have been. Yeah. And yours is like an earlier car, essentially, as well. So he was probably, yeah, understandably a little bit disappointed.
This is just a bit newer feeling. It's got a digital dash. And
Yeah. I think these are such a good choice of car.
it's not that bad on the low-down torque. I was expecting a bit of a more flat spot.
Yeah, no, it's really like on point.
That's what they say on these. They're a bit until you hit 3,000 revs, but they seemed alright.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I think it's quite punchy low down.
I've just come out with the 435, which is very torquey low down.
Yeah, very torquey low down.
Feels alright.
Yeah, no, it's a nice car. So you both going to be using this then?
Yeah.
That's the plan?
But it's probably just weekends. We work all week, we got vans.
Yeah.
Just maybe a Saturday or Sunday, you might go for the drive on a Sunday or Saturday, you know what I mean? It's never that heavily used.
Nah. What vans do you drive out of curiosity?
We've got Transit Custom.
Good.
We've got quite a new Transit Custom Sport.
Yeah.
And then a VW Caddy.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah.
So, you're happy with the drive so far?
Yeah, seems nice.
Did you say you wanted to have a drive of it as well?
Possibly. I'm not too bothered, really.
It's up to you.
Go on, you can have a drive back, can't you?
You can drive back. We can spin it round up here.
Yeah, you tell me where I can pull in and then I'll...
There's a
but it
right.
seems alright.
Yeah, it is a nice car. I've had a little bit of use out of it.
Suspension, they say, is quite hard, but I don't find it that bad, to be honest.
I don't think it is, and I feel like if you're going to moan about that in an M car,
It's the wrong car.
it's the wrong car for you.
Yeah, but when you...
We drove an M40i, didn't we? We found it a bit too soft.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, too soft, yeah.
There you go, you got it. I think they are automatic.
I'm used to the Mercedes now.
Yeah. I'm just a BMW. I'm not a BMW person because I'm like biased as such. BMWs are a better car than the Mercedes. And I don't think that's my opinion. I think factually they're a better car. BMW builds better cars.
Yeah. Like some of the special models Mercedes are quite nice, but
they are,
the models are a bit not the best, really.
Yeah.
We did try and have a look at that one, didn't we? But it's just I think it was just BMW. So you know what I mean? It's something that you can't really put your finger on.
I don't know what. Yeah, they just feel good.
They drive a bit
good
nicer,
quality. Yeah, I like it as well that BMW are their own brand. They don't use parts of other cars or parts. They don't share parts of other manufacturers. Or they don't seem to anyway, other than Rolls-Royce, I suppose. But whereas Mercedes, they have French parts on them. They share a lot of their parts.
Renault stuff.
Yeah, there is, and I just. You can almost feel it. I don't know if it's a mental thing, but it's not like you can almost feel that there's some French stuff going on in your German car, and I don't like that. Lets them down.
The only thing I don't like with BMW is their servicing schedules. It's everything, you know, brake fluid change, and then you might have to go back for an oil.
Yeah, they're staggered, aren't they?
Staggered.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that is a bit annoying. So you'll get a light coming on the dash saying inspection due, but it might only be a brake fluid inspection or whatever.
It's the only thing, really.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. So the price of this car on the market is obviously, you know, it's a good price.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much all agreed anyway with numbers.
Yeah.
Your cars are. I want to have a quick test drive of your cars before we sort of agree everything.
The price point is good on this.
Price point is good.
We've obviously been looking for quite a while, so we know where the price is on them. And for the spec, it's pretty much there.
Yeah, it's got all the specs. It's got the pan roof and everything you want. Even though we spoke earlier about the colour combination, it's a safe colour combo, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, definitely.
And we're actually got to advertise below retail. I think the retail value is 46, and I think we're at 43, is it?
Yeah, thereabouts, yeah. Maybe with more owners or something. So one owner, this one, I think. So.
Yeah, that's good as well.
To find out what the pan roof as well. Some of them missing out, isn't they?
Yeah, I think that's an absolute must. Certain cars get away with not having a pan roof, but in a car like this, it's a big cruiser as such, isn't it? Like it's a car that, why would you not have a pan roof? I get some people want sort of lightweight in certain cars and they want a rigid roof, but pan roof is just, it's so important. It's so nice, such a nice feature. Cool. Well, we'll head back, have a little look at your cars again, and then get it all wrapped up and let you get on your journey home, hopefully.
Yeah.
Cool, so BMW 435D time. I'm gonna do the A45 after this because I'm not sceptical about the car at all. It's a lovely car, but I am a bit like, them cars, they do have their issues. And yeah, I'm just want to take a bit of time with that one. So we'll get this one out of the way first and hope this one's all right. I think this will be fine. I think sometimes as well when you're buying cars, I say sometimes, every time when you're buying a car, you got to kind of take a view on the person that you meet, because you know, you're not just buying the car, you are buying from the person, and you want to feel confident in that person. And I know you can only judge so much in that short space of time that you're meeting them, but you've really got to roll with whatever your gut feeling is on those people when you're buying that car in that short space of time. So judging the person, not in a, you know, not in a horrible way, it's just standard human instinct. You just got to make sure that feeling's right, and then also make sure your feeling's right about the car. And when you're a car dealer as well, you know, right now the customers are inside, they're waiting for me to check over their cars. They're not getting impatient, they seem like a lovely pair of guys, but they can do. So you've got to also balance the time of them waiting with giving yourself a decent amount of time to inspect and look over the car to the point where you're satisfied with it. So I will take my time looking at both cars. I'm not going to rush it, but I am going to do it within reason so they're not waiting for too long as well. So we've done the visual checks on both cars. I'm happy with how they both look. The guys have done the same with the X3M. They're also happy with how the car looks. They took it for a drive. They seem really happy with how it drives. They're inside now just chilling, and I'm analysing how this 4 Series is driving. Suspensions are quite a common thing with BMW, like knocking suspension, that kind of stuff. That's something we're going to look out for. Obviously, we're going to be putting these cars in for an MOT, so we want to be sure that they're going to pass the MOT. You always expect a little bit of prep work with whatever car you buy, whether it's new or old, or you know, high mileage, low mileage. There's always little bits that cars need, and that's completely expected. It's completely normal. But it's also good to buy cars that you're familiar with, because then you get to understand and know what the common issues are with them. So, as I've mentioned plenty of times in this video, I'm so comfortable with these cars and these engines that after driving this one for a few minutes, I'm pretty sure that it feels fine. I'm going to go for one little boost up the road, and then after that we'll head back and jump in the A45, yeah? Yeah, it's boosting nice, proper quick car. I love that power delivery, and it all seems to be doing as it should. No smoke from the rear, no black smoke, no white smoke, no turbo whistles. It's pulling right, it's steering right, it's not pulling to one side or nothing like that. Delivering the power perfectly, not making no horrible knocks or bangs or no funny noises. It's only done 60,000 miles, which I say only, like it's done a few miles, but it ain't high miles. So yeah, it's all good, I think. So let's go head back now and go and see what this A45 drives like. So let's do this. It's actually got full Mercedes service history, this car, which is really good to see. And the BM's got good history as well, which is nice. These seats are what a feature in these cars. Like I said it in the A45 videos that we bought for Planet of Dreams. Let's start the engine. Sounds good. They do have a lot of character, these cars. Like for a small sports hatch, you compare this to say a Golf R. Like obviously I love Golf Rs, but these do have so much more character. Like the steering wheel, flat bottom steering wheel with Alcantara on the sides there. The seats are just a really big feature. Even the rear seats, they're detailed as well. What else was I going to say? The little gear knob, I love that. And the fact that they've got a pan roof. Not that Golf Rs don't have pan roofs, because they do, but it's all very cool stuff. It's actually got a stitched leather dash as well, with this sort of texture on the dash. Got drive select modes here using this little circular button. Should put it in Sport Plus. It's got to be in Sport Plus, isn't it? So handbrake. Where's the handbrake on this? Hashtag Mercedes life. Sounds good. Sounds really good. Gearbox so far so good. Let's just put it in reverse. So far so good. Yeah, sometimes they're just a bit delayed when you're driving, which I think is quite normal, but I think as they age, they get older, they do obviously get worse. But this car with the mileage that it's on, I suppose you'd expect that it'll be good. And the mileage is correct, because we've done a car vertical check on it, and that confirms all of that as well. So yeah, these seats are definitely not quite as comfortable as the 4 Series seats, but I suppose that's not what this car is meant to be, is it? It's not meant to be a comfortable car, it's meant to be a boy racer car. So, if we go over to manual, Sport Plus manual, Right, so how do you put it in manual then? I should know, shouldn't I? I had one. Ah, it's that button there. I drive so many different cars, it's always hard to remember how each one works. Put it in Sports Plus, then click manual, that's it. Even the noise, like, I know you sort of, when you think of AMG, you kind of think of big V8s and loads of savage noise. But in fairness, for a 4-cylinder car, the way they got this thing sounding is unreal. Down to first. Gearbox feels spot on, absolutely spot on. And like I said earlier about, you know, getting a feeling for the people that you're dealing with, I felt confidence in these guys. They seem like a really nice pair of guys, and everything they've said to me is spot on. They've not told any porkies, they're not blagging me, they're not stringing me along. But it's always important still that you do all your checks, you do your car vertical, you do your test drive, you have a good look over the car. But I've done all of that and I'm satisfied. Let me just quickly do one quick pull in the A45, make sure it's all good, no smoke and stuff like that. And then after that, let's just make sure that camera's all right. A bit late for that now because we've done the whole take. And then after that, we'll head back and see if we can get this deal tied up. That's it. I can hear a noise. What's that noise? That's the lovely upshifts, guys. That is the lovely upshifts. That's what it's supposed to do. Listen, downshift. Little crackles there. Right, let's have a feel for the power. 3, 2, 1. Floor it. It's perfect. It's pulling perfect. The gear changes are perfect. It's got the shift lights on the dash as well, which is a feature that I forgot about. But yeah, lovely car, great bit of stock. I think I'm happy. Let's head back to Binker now, make sure the boys are happy, and if they are, we'll get it wrapped up, yeah? One little tip I do want to say to car dealers out there, right, is if you test drive a car, a customer's car, and you say to them, right, let's go out for a test drive in it, do you want to come with me? And they say no, generally, in my experience, the ones that don't want to come for a test drive with you are the ones that are selling you a car with a problem. That's a general rule of thumb. I'm not saying everyone's like that. Some people might just say, oh, you know what, you just crack on, you do what you got to do. I'm sitting here. But I've experienced that quite a lot. So I just thought I'd let you know. These guys didn't come out for a test drive with me purely because I wanted to go out without them so I could go out and film on my own. So in this situation, that is not what happened. But I just thought I'd put that out there, just if any other car traders watching. And if any other car traders are watching and you're still not on board with Enter Reg, what are you doing, man? Get on it. I'll link that in the description below, all right?
So after the test drive, I spoke to the customers and they were happy to move forward with the deal, which was asking price for the X3M, 16 grand for the 435D and 20 grand for the A45. Both the A45 and the 435D have been put up for sale straight away, and the A45 sold before this video went live.